Mercedes Monet, thank you so much for sitting down to talk to me.
Thanks for having me.
You know, when I was preparing for this interview, I was thinking back to the first time that we got to sit down like this here in AEW. Something I kept coming back to was how you were saying that you were on a global mission.
That's right, a global mission. And 1 year later, now I'm a global champion.
Yes.
The New Japan Strong Women's Champion, the Rev Pro Undisputed British Women's Champion, and don't forget, the greatest TBS champion of all time.
Let's talk the Owen Hart Foundation tournament, the finals, Double or Nothing, you versus Jamie Hayter. And the winner of that match goes on to a shot at the AEW Women's Championship at All In Texas.
I can go on about honoring the legacy of Owen Hart, and you know the Harts, they have a really special place in my heart.
Sure.
But let's get real. This is not about them. It's about me and my legacy. I mean, it was just over a year ago where I won my first ever AEW championship at Double or Nothing.
Yes.
What makes you think that this time's going to be any different?
Yeah, okay, well, let's talk Jamie Hayter here. She is a former AEW Women's Champion. She's 11-2. That aside, let's just look at the tail of the tape here, because physically, she is both bigger and stronger than you. Do you think that you're underestimating Jamie?
Renee, no, of course not. Look, I've been in AEW for over a year. And what am I? Undefeated. So if you want to talk about records, talk about mine.
Sure, 25-0 in singles competition. Impressive, of course.
I know. Isn't that impressive? Because I've beaten the very best women here in AEW. I mean, hell, I've beaten the very best women all over the globe. I am the best. I am the greatest. I am 4 belts Monet, and the wrestling world runs on money time. Because every time I step into that ring, I change the game. And I have to give props where it's due. Jamie Hayter is really, really good. She's great. She's tough, she's scrappy, and she reminds me a lot like myself. Except for the terrible Scooby-Doo style. I mean, she wants to be a champion. A champion can't look like a freaking cartoon.
Okay. Guys, Double or Nothing. You do not want to miss this. May 25th, Glendale, Arizona. We'll see you out there.
I guess that match still to come tonight right now. It's timeless time.
I love it. The champ.
This is the AEW Women's World Championship Eliminator Round set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Being accompanied by Luther from Stage 7 at Warner Brothers Studios. She is the AEW Women's World Champion. Timeless Toni Storm.
Toni Storm, who this past weekend was rubbing elbows. Well, some people were rubbing elbows. She was rubbing something else with the luminaries on the TCM Film Festival red carpet, including with George Lucas. But she put out the challenge. She said, in Toni Storm's words, not mine, any bitch that has the itch can step up and challenge her in an eliminator match here tonight. And we understand that there was an influx of applications. But this woman, known as the Pink Striker, the ace of Tokyo Joshi Pro, Miyu Yamashita, threw out the challenge. She said, I will face you, timeless Toni Storm, here tonight on Dynamite. Let's take a look at the challenger.
At the TCM Film Festival this weekend, AEW Women's World Champion Toni Storm asked if any bitch had the itch.
I love to scratch.
Little did Storm know the itch would be so strong that her challenge would be answered by the franchise player of Tokyo Joshi Pro, Miyu Yamashita. Yamashita will meet Storm in an AEW Women's World Championship Eliminator bout this Wednesday, live on Dynamite, in a match that pits the woman with the most reigns and days as Tokyo Joshi Pro, Princess of Princess Champion, against the woman with the most reigns and days as AEW Women's World Champion. Yamashita is no stranger to this situation and has stepped up to the plate in high-stakes bouts in Ring of Honor and AEW in the past, including defeating Thunder Rosa in an AEW Eliminator bout. With over 1,200 days with the top prize in Tokyo Joshi Pro, Yamashita may be Storm's toughest challenge in an Eliminator bout yet. Will Yamashita earn a title shot, or will timeless Toni Storm roll the credits?
Ian Riccoboni obviously reading my notes.
Hey, he always steals notes, that guy. Look at the face of the champion. She's ready. Oh, timeless Toni Storm's always ready.
From Fukuoka, Japan, Miyu
a perfect record in eliminator matches, 9-0. Only 3 athletes have won eliminator matches in the history of the AEW Women's World Championship. Former champion Riho, most recently Anna Jay, but also Miyu Yamashita defeated Thunder Rosa in an eliminator match to earn a shot at the AEW Women's World Championship. Can history repeat itself here tonight? Timeless Toni Storm seems to be on edge.
Well, I tell you about Yamashita. Look at the serious face she brings to the ring. If she can connect with that skull kick of hers, Timeless Toni Storm is going to go down.
That's a spinning back heel kick that Yamashita has used to fell many opponents, most recently actually in a mixed tag team match, the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita. He got stunned. He got dropped by that kick, at least temporarily. So Yamashita, she can kick well above her weight class. A strong Kyokushin karate background, Taz, that very similar to Speedball Mike Bailey. Her ability to fly allows her to strike from unexpected angles.
Right, 2 different arts, one taekwondo, one karate, but I get your point as far as being a hybrid of a striker with your feet, right, Excalibur, and flying through the air. So I get the point about Bailey. But, yeah, this young lady here, she can kick. So the champ, Toni Storm's got to be careful as you see those round kicks to the hamstring, Shivani.
Yeah, those kicks are what makes her what she is. You know, you called her, that's her nickname, Excalibur the Pink Striker. She is a striker with those legs.
And striker extraordinaire, and somebody who, over this... Oh, Toni Storm, the Thez press, and now the right hands. Toni Storm has no desire to turn this into a kickboxing competition.
No, that would not be smart, and Toni knows that.
And one way to do it is to keep Yamashita on the floor, or on the mat, that is.
And the backbreaker. Yeah. And Miyu Yamashita, the ace, the franchise player of Tokyo Joshi Pro, she's done it all. She's seen it all in Japan. She's embarking across a spring and summer excursion around the world, competing all across North America, Europe, and here tonight.
I'm sorry, continue.
Oh, no, I was going to say, here tonight with a massive opportunity answering the challenge thrown up by Toni Storm this weekend.
Yes, absolutely. There you go. Well, forget my thought. Look at that kick to the face of the AEW Women's World Champ, Shivani. Jeez.
The reach from the mat, just reaching up.
It's the flexibility, right? So that's the key. Anybody that's an excellent striker regarding their legs with a martial arts background.
Oh, the kick intercepted. As Yamashita driven face first in the apron. As Timeless Toni Storm.
And Luther's impressed on the outside, that bald stooge.
The hip attack. Nobody home for Toni Storm in the corner. Maybe gotten wedged a little bit as Yamashita. Now,
what the hell's going on? Well, kicked her right in the buttocks.
Twice, 3 times. Yamashita rapid fire kicks. Look at this Luther.
Good job by Luther.
Intervening.
Luther, move her out of the way.
Well, he's a gentleman.
Luther getting that kick of his own. As Yamashita just...
God, that's not right. Luther's a very old man.
Back and Yamashita really leaning into that one as the action here in this AEW Women's World Championship Eliminator match continues tonight on Dynamite. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, right now, the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm, in trouble, as is the right buttocks of your buddy Luther, Shivani.
Yeah, Luther can't even get up over here on the left side, and it's a good thing because he does not want to watch what's going on.
Yamashita's trying to get Norfolk behind her, and she can't beat another one there.
Yeah, Yamashita, she likes to use that running knee strike inside the ring. She calls it Crash Rabbit Heat.
Crash Rabbit Heat. I love it. What a name.
Echo?
I love it. I love Crash Rabbit Heat.
First Rick Abani and now you. Can't catch a break.
He loves it too.
He loves his family. I'll tell you about it. Toni Storm turning the tables on Yamashita. Now, Yamashita returning the AEW Women's World Champion. Relative safety of the ring. And now, fireman's carry, center of the ring. Down is Toni Storm, kicking the leg, and now Storm sleeper.
Good opportunity right there, and opponent's back was turned on that counter, and rear choke.
The back elbows.
Shucked her off right there with kind of a semi-arm drag.
And then the kick, just dropping the champion to the mat, lateral press.
Well, especially in an eliminator match, if you're the champion, obviously you don't want that challenger to be in the driver's seat, and that's what's going on here, guys, right now.
Yeah, Yamashita, she's been in this position before, but Toni Storm 9 times throughout for her career has been in eliminator situations. As
we found timing by walking by us. No one can see it, which is a good thing.
And a knee strike to the midsection as Yamashita. Oh my God. That return crush, that running Enziguri leaping up off the ropes. And the champion is in trouble here. Remember, it's an eliminator. If Yamashita gets the win here, she will earn a shot at Timeless Toni Storm. And think about this, potentially at All In Texas, the winner of Mercedes Moné or Jamie Hayter could be challenging Miyu Yamashita for the AEW Women's World Championship.
Definitely could happen.
Well, you've mentioned what Timeless Toni Storm, what she has done in eliminator matches, so it would be a big win on many fronts here tonight.
It's like a inverted Cobra clutch.
Yeah, from the side. You're right, Excalibur had that jaw too, and then popped her hip and did a nice throw there.
Look at while the submission is locked in, Yamashita trying to get the pinfall attempt on Timeless Toni Storm.
Well, she has the left arm of Toni Storm trapped. And big problem here for the champion.
As Yamashita continues to pepper Toni Storm with those strikes. We are back live on Dynamite from the Chartway Arena, Norfolk, Virginia. The AEW Women's World Championship Eliminator match is well underway as we see Miyu Yamashita using that return crush, that leaping run-up Enziguri to drop the champion. And Taz, for the last few moments, it has been all Miyu Yamashita.
Yeah, Yamashita has been in big-time control. The champ right now showing some life, though. Toni Storm right there with a nice forearm.
Yeah, but moved out of the way to get that advantage. Man, Yamashita just keeps firing back. What a striker she is.
Definitely, but the champion is no slouch here.
Now just an exchange at the center of the ring. Timeless Toni Storm getting the better, backing up the pink striker to the ropes. So look at this, Yamashita walking forward, absorbing the contact. And Toni Storm looks, now Yamashita, the waist lock, Toni Storm, back elbow. Oh! Roundhouse to the back of the head! As,
here comes.
No, the roundhouse intercepted. Toni Storm, German suplex.
Strap that arm on that release German.
That was incredible by the champ ever taking those kicks because they were the release German.
And Toni Storm looking for the hip attack in the corner, the skull kick! That spinning back heel kick, but Yamashita, she can't capitalize. She's got the champ down, but maybe out. Yamashita making the crawl, the frenzy call, the cover. 2 and no!
Well, I think that delay in that cover by Yamashita was feeling the effects of that release German suplex by the AEW Women's World Champ.
No doubt, Taz, good call. That's exactly what happened.
And Yamashita maybe looking for that running knee strike, that crash rabbit heat. Timeless Toni Storm has absolutely no intention of finding sky high by Storm. 1, 2. Yamashita able to break free. Timeless Toni Storm looking to press the advantage. The hook, the fisherman suplex, high bridge, 2 and Yamashita able to kick out. Great bridge, great arch on that, Taz.
Yeah, Storm really engaged her hips. Had an excellent bridge right there, not able to capture the victory, but it was well done by Storm.
And a great competitive match that we are seeing with Yamashita.
Yeah, Miyu Yamashita, she has won an eliminator match before in her career, one of only 3 women to do so. Oh, as Yamashita drives down the champion, but looking to put on more punishment. Just a round kick by Miyu Yamashita. She hits the rope, the crash rabbit heat, no. Star German suplex.
Toni Storm's got a little momentum there. Right there with that second German.
Yamashita, who thus far has not had an answer for that German suplex. She's been able to avoid the hip attack before, but not this time.
Good Lord.
Storm 0!
Toni Storm.
That freaking hip attack, man.
Oh, yeah.
Brother.
Timeless Toni Storm remains a perfect 10-0 in eliminator matches across her 4 reigns as AEW Women's World Champion. But all credit to Miyu Yamashita, who stepped up to the plate tonight and had the champion in deep, deep water.
Definitely did. But you're dealing with... Hold on here. Whoa.
Wow. Take a look at what we've got on one side and the other. Two of the greatest women champions ever looking at each other here.
I love when she does that.
Shut the hell up and say hello to your CEO. Toni, darling, good to see you. You know, after I beat Jamie Hayter at Double or Nothing and win the Owen Cup, I'm coming for what I deserve. The AEW Women's World Championship, darling.
Mercedes Moné, very confident, but pump the brakes. At Double or Nothing, Mercedes is going to have to face that woman, Jamie Hayter, a former AEW Women's World Champion.
Yeah, Jamie's all about action, not talk.
Well, the Haterade as Mercedes
Scurries away.
running for the fences or for the harbor or something here in
She
Norfolk.
dropped one of her 25 belts.
But Jamie Hayter, she and Timeless Toni Storm have a very complicated history. It could very well be Hayter challenging Timeless Toni Storm at All In Texas coming up this July. But it will be Hayter, Mercedes Moné at Double or Nothing Sunday, May 25th. And who will await the winner?